Hi, thank you for joining me today. Today, we're going to be talking about an important subject that I've been thinking about, and this will discuss some about some of the things that we're all going through and experience. And yeah, wanted to just jump on and thank you for taking the time. If you like it, please subscribe. And with that being said, let's talk about why America keeps asking for more and while giving less. America has reached its final form. It's like that parent that tells you, just be responsible while borrowing $40 from you to go get some gas. And every year, America asks you for more. Work more hours, get more degrees, pay more bills, show more gratitude. And in return, goose egg. You get less time, you get less money, less security, less sleep, and less hair. And today, a lot of us, we're just breaking down exactly how that happened. With facts you can simply Google, graphs we can cry over, and jokes so real they hurt. What changed was the productivity versus our paycheck. That's the biggest thing that we can all call a scam. That adage, work hard and you'll get ahead. I mean, might have worked when everything was not a rat race, for our fathers and forefathers. But here's a fun fact: the American worker's productivity has risen over 60% since 1979, and wages, they've only gone up around 15% in that same time period. That means that Americans are producing way more wealth, but they're not even getting a raise that should come with it. It's like you baked the whole cake, you decorated it, you sliced it, and then your boss strolls in and just ate the whole damn thing in front of you while giving you a little crumb, calling it a performance bonus for all of your hard work. And then they ask you, why aren't you smiling? Well, we need you to take initiative, leadership, ownership, and also do the job of the people we won't hire. Mm-mm. To us, we heard a good thing, so we asked, cool, does that come with any extra more money? And your boss, in typical Monty Burns fashion, would be, "Mwah! Mwah!" And then, of course, there's that old rubbish, just go buy a house. Anyone can do it. This country loves to tell young people that buying a house is so easy. You know, if you only just stop drinking the coffee, the avocado toast, the late night deliveries. Oh, right, this isn't 1980s anymore, where the average home was 3 to 4 times the average worker's salary. Today, it's around 8 to 10 times, probably even more, because that depends exactly on where you live in this country. Let's not even mention that the rents are rising faster than the wages in about 48 out of 50 of the states. People are paying $2,000 simply to live in a shoebox or a Pokemon card set. That's the state that people are having to deal with housing. And then the landlords decided to enter the chat and they want to be like, oh, it's vintage, it's luxury, it's got character, it's. No, that's mold and trauma energy, bro. And at that same time, the government says, well, if you just save up for a down payment, okay, with what? The money that's left over out of our bills, inflation, student loans, gas, eggs, and then what? $200 emergency charge because your tooth dared to exist? Era. So let's talk about education. This is the place where America simply said, you just need a degree and you'll succeed. And it had a nice jingle to it, so we all ran to university. And then everyone got one. But then America said, well, actually, you need 2 degrees. So then everybody got 2 degrees. And now all the job listings say, oh, this is an entry level position that requires 5 years of experience. We prefer a master's degree. And you also must speak 3 languages. And in that same time period, the tuition for college has gone up exponentially, about 1,200% since 1980. That's not inflation. That's whatever the opposite of a sale is. And then, after all that, the starting salaries haven't even kept up. 40% of recent graduates are working in jobs that they don't require that degree that they paid 4 years of their life for, and often with decades of student debt, which unfortunately will follow you for the rest of your life. But America, it maintains the audacity that, why, education is the key to opportunity. Yeah, but the lock is now $68,000 and the interest rate is at 6.8%. In America, healthcare is looked at as, well, if you just stay healthy, if you can afford it. And that's where America says, you need to take care of yourself. But an ambulance ride is $1,500, so good luck with that. Right now, the US has the highest healthcare cost in the world, yet claims to be the greatest country that takes care of its people. Premiums have risen over 200% in 20 years. Deductibles have doubled. Prices for common medication have increased 5 to 10%, more so than in other developed countries. And yet, the life expectancy in the US has dropped in recent years for the first time. We are sadly doing worse off than our parents before us. Because in America, getting sick is more like losing the lottery, even when you didn't buy a ticket. And then employers, they love to make it worse. Yes, they do. Final boss comes in and says, we offer great benefits. We typically respond with curiosity. Great! What are they? Well, you get health care, but you pay $6,000 out of pocket before you start receiving it. Days a week, 4 sick days a year. So you better use them wisely. We've been losing our buying power so much that we're now forced to work 50-plus hour work weeks. Let's go over those kind of crazy expectations. I mean, the average American works 200 to 400 more hours per year than other countries like Germany, France, or the Netherlands. And then they love to ask, why are these young people so tired? Bro, we log in, check in, clock in, tune in, tap in, fill in, and lean in. But we never get to cash in. It's just a rat race chasing the carrot in front of us. The cost of living is the real final boss in today's talk. So we're going to finally get into the cost of living. And that's the sad reality that groceries are up 25 to 30% in just a few years. Utilities are up. Car insurance is up. Rents are up. Interest rates are up. Streaming services are up. Everything except your paycheck is up. The government, meanwhile, loves to frame it as, well, you need to plan better. This is all your fault. So, how do you budget in a system where 65% of Americans, live paycheck to paycheck? How? Americans can't cover a $400 emergency right now. How do they plan for an emergency? But yet, America's financial advice is always seeming to be like, just stop buying the coffee and the avocado toast, but also invent a time machine to go buy property in 1986. Yeah, that's where you messed up. You were learning your baby rhymes and your numbers in the 80s instead of buying property and investing. So you're the reason. Okay. uh, so yes, America keeps asking more from you while giving us less and taking more and more from the public safety nets, while requiring more productivity for less pay, more education for more debt, more work hours, less free time, responsibilities, and fewer safety nets. But here's the thing, you're not crazy, you're not lazy, and you're not bad with money. You're living in a system that is designed to break you from the economy, which consistently requires you to put in more. And somehow, we're all still blamed for it. So I'm here to tell you that if you feel exhausted, if you feel stretched, overwhelmed, or behind, let me tell you, your feelings are valid because that's the truth that we're all feeling right now. And at the same time, we're being told that what we feel and what we think is not true, is not reality. So remember, you are not the problem. This is not a personal failure. This is one by economic design. Meanwhile, America will continue to say, give us everything. Oh, also, by the way, we raised everything again. Thanks for stopping by and checking out the video. If you guys liked it, give me a subscribe, comment, hype me up. Really appreciate taking the time to hang out and listen to this. And we'll catch you in the next one.
Cash rules everything around me. Cash rules everything around me. Cash rules everything around me. Get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. Yeah. Dollar bill, y'all. Dollar bill, y'all. Yeah. I grew up on the crime side, the New York Times side. Staying alive was no job. Second hand. Mama bounced on the old man. So then we moved to Shaolin land. So young youth, gold tooth, low goose. Only way I get the